Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Flora Richards, and thank you very much for joining us on this important webinar on national languages. Today, we have as the moderator of the forum, Mr. Fakebba Kujabi. He is a tutor in English language at the University of the Gambia. He started as a graduate assistant in 2013-2014 and matured with time to rise to the rank of lecturer 2. Mr. Kujabi obtained a master's degree in English language from the UTG in 2019. He is a lecturer, an author, and a researcher, and currently coordinates the process for the inclusion or introduction of the teaching of national languages in the teaching curriculum of the University of the Gambia. Before ascending to the status of a university tutor, it is interesting to note that Mr. Kujabi, as a teacher, he has moved from the classroom, and after completing senior secondary school and the Roman Catholic missions recruited him as a teacher. Then he was posted to St. Edward's Upper Basic School, Buyam, as an unqualified teacher, where he spent one academic year before proceeding to the Gambia College School of Education to pursue the Higher Teacher Certificate program. After completion, he was posted at the Arangalen Basic Cycle School in Region 2. Having taught as a qualified teacher for 2 academic years, Mr. Kujabi enrolled to the University of the Gambia to pursue a bachelor's degree of arts in English language. I would like to welcome Mr. Kujabi to the forum. I seek the honor and privilege to introduce other members of this auspicious forum. Mr. Besenty Gomez, he has a Bachelor of Arts in English and Literature. He has diverse knowledge, passion, and experience in sports, education, environment. He is charismatic in community development, volunteering in youth sports and culture through education. Mr. Gomez also worked with the West African Examination Council and was once the Executive Secretary of the National Sports Council. Besenty is also the founder of the Seeds Academy, a community-based organization. And next we have Madam Raki Jallow. Born into a family of mentors, Ms. Raki Jallow at a tender age developed a passion for writing. Today, she is an educationist and a writer. She has authored inspiring books, among them Bright Light and Turned Off. Ms. Jallow is a UTG graduate with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English language, as well as the Gambia College, where she attained a higher teacher certificate. She also possesses a certificate in adult literacy with UNESCO. Another panelist today, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to also introduce Lamin Jarjou. He is a luminary in the field of education. Lamin has served as a teacher and a teacher educator before joining the Gambia National Commission for UNESCO, where he is a senior program officer and AppsNet national coordinator. Lamin has been a curriculum writer for the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, taking part in many of the curriculum review activities of the ministry. He is a graduate of the UTG with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English Language and Literature and an alumnus of the Gambia College. Furthermore, Mr. Jarjou is a recipient of 3 UNESCO fellowship programs, namely the Malaysia UNESCO Cooperation Program for Teacher Educators, Korea UNESCO Fellowships on Global Citizenship Education, and China UNESCO Fellowships Program, where he read Mass Communications. Lamin has vast experience in project development and management. Notably, among these are the harmonization of cross-border languages of the Siriri and Manjago, and the strategic roadmap for the development of a language policy for the Gambia. Presently, Mr. Jarjou is pursuing a Master of Philosophy in the Educational Administration and Management at the University of the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen and fellow participants, it's also an honor to introduce another panelist by the name Mrs. Amie Jallow. Amie is currently the Director of Corporate and Legal Affairs at the Gambia Telecommunications Company, Gamtel, where she is also responsible for regulatory and compliance. Prior to this, Amie held various posts in the company, including head of admin and secretary to the board of directors. She was a Commonwealth Research Fellow at the Commonwealth Telecommunications Organization in London, United Kingdom. Amie also worked as project officer at the International Telecommunications Union Regional Office in Dakar. Furthermore, Amie is a Bachelor of Arts holder in English Language and Development Studies from the UTG. She also has an LLB in law from the university. Amie is a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of the Gambia. And last but not the least, we have Professor Dr. Cherno Omar Barry. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Barry is the Vice Chancellor and President of the International Open University. He has served as Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Ministry of Defense, and the Office of the President in the Gambia. Professor Barry holds a BA in English from St. Mary's University, Halifax, Canada, MA in Semiology, an MPhil and a PhD in Comparative Literature from the University of Limoges in France. Professor Barry, an Associate Professor of Comparative Literature, also taught for 8 years at the UTG before joining the National Commission for UNESCO. He later served for 2 years as the Gambian representative to UNESCO in Paris, France, before he was appointed on promotion as Permanent Secretary, one Office of the President. Professor Barry is an accomplished academic, literary critic, editor, and research. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would like to hand you over to the moderator of this event,